Well, folks, we're finally back. That's right. And this was very impromptu. You know, I had a plan for a big return episode, and I'm still gonna do that plan. But I happened upon a clip today. The problem with Lolcow Nobody's premise now is I don't watch Lolcow Live anymore, or really the LCU at all. I watched Cafe and Cash on Monday, and specifically Monday's Cash, is going to be the subject of this big episode I'm planning, which hopefully we'll do at some point this week. But today I happened upon a clip from Live, and I've been hearing whispers about what's been going on with Live. Live is just fucked. Like completely fucked. Like it was already fucked, obviously, with Boogie Rastov and Scooter. We did an episode on that. Now Scooter's gone. There's some guy named Booster Gold. That's actually an improvement. I'm not gonna lie to you. But they put Sweet Tea on Live, which I think is weird. But that's not the case anymore. And we'll get further into that. It's a whole nightmare over there. But specifically, our subject today is Keemstar has once again distributed one of the least justified firings in the history of time, as tends to be what he does. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about the firing of Sweet Tea and the little blowout between Keem and his butt buddy Rastov. So that and more today on Lolcow Nobodies.
Keeps the Christ, he's got an ego so tall, but it shatters like glass when the haters call. Boogie's tears flow like a river so wide. Rostov's gone, now he's got no one to confide.
I need to change that song for multiple reasons.
Didn't know. Boogie whines, he's stuck in his feels while Wings is scheming on his next meal deal. Keem's on Twitter throwing his fits. His tears hit harder than his YouTube hits. Tommy's mic's on. The legend takes the stage. The LQ's finest turning every page. Lolcow Nobodies, we're spilling the broadcasting chaos from the LCU's breeze. Tommy sees the king, he's running the show. All the rest just clowns, in case you didn't know. Lolcow Nobodies, we're spilling the tea. Broadcasting chaos from the LCU's breed. Tommy sees the king, he's running the show. All the rest just clowns, in case you didn't know.
What's going on, folks? We are here for another episode of Lol Cow Nobodies. Ba da 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 da. I am your host Riley, of course, as always. And folks, anybody out there want to call in? Links in the description. I'm gonna undeafen Discord now so I don't forget for the whole fucking podcast as I've done before. But we got to talk about this. Well, we the only lolcow is Mo. Maybe listen, if Mo keeps going down his path, we're gonna have a lolcow report. Mo side gaming. No. He was on the issue crew last night. Everybody got along fine. It doesn't seem like there's a war. He was still mad at me, and he almost didn't do the show because he was still mad at me, but he did the show and everything was fine. So, or are you dressed like an Italian? I'm dressed like Rastov. This is my Rastov cosplay, as everybody pointed out that week that I was in the LCU. And I thought it appropriate since we're watching a Rastov related clip to put on my Rastov shirt. I'm actually wearing this because I was supposed to have a job interview on camera, but then it just ended up being over the phone anyway. So I have this like shitty dress shirt that's not even comfortable on for no particular reason, and I've just been too lazy to change it in the hour that's elapsed since that job interview. So that's why I've got the Rastov shirt equipped today. In reality, I didn't even think to like test any of my window capturing stuff because like I haven't done this in fucking 10,000 years. So I hope I can figure out how to do that without having to sit here and fucking fiddle with shit for 30,000 years. It's just Keem really should delete Lolcow Live at this point. Like I don't know about like I don't know if the whole entire LCU is cooked. It might be. But Live is definitely cooked. They can't figure it out. Like literally get rid of Live at this point. Like if you're so committed to this fucking retarded idea of having 8,000 different shows in like 3 24-hour cycles, then just dump Live because you're not giving it the attention it needs. Just don't do it anymore. What is even the point? Nobody cares. It's trash. It's probably the worst show on the network at this point. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Although a lot of the shows have been ruined. Like I guess Nerds got ruined because Buff doesn't want to work with Lacey, and I guess Keem insists. So I guess Buff quit, and now Lacey has a new co-host. So that's got Buff was kind of the whole draw of Nerds. So I really don't know if I have any interest in Nerds anymore. And then there's Cash, which does still have Denmark, and I like Denmark, and I think Denmark is funny. But Cash also has fucking Scooter now. Everywhere I fucking go, I can't escape. He's everywhere. Why is Keemstar so attached to this fucking fetal alcohol syndrome looking motherfucker? Why is he Keem's son? I don't understand. Get a better son. But yeah, Scooter's on Cash now. So my enjoyment of Denmark has to be a third telemarketing job hype. Not it's a little different. It's a similar vein, a little different though. Uh, we'll even see if I get it. Apparently like 10 people are up for the position, so I'm sure some of them are like real competent human beings, whereas I'm not. So we'll see what happens. But regardless, yeah, it's just like cafe is all we have left at this point. Like I tuned into cafe on Monday. That was good as usual. Tommy and Batgirl keeping it down. They had like a bit where they switched with Rewind for a week. And it seems like it entirely proved Tommy's premise about the time slot. Because Keem throwing his little bitch fits. He's always like, "Oh, the time slot doesn't matter. It's the content. If you can't get views, that's your fault." And then Fug Riley's the next boogie. And then Rewind and Cafe switch time slots, and from what I'm told, like Rewind performed poorer because it was in the morning, and Cafe performed better because it was at night. So Keem is wrong about the time slots. Keem is retarded, as tends to be. He's so impulsive. That's the thing about Keemstar. Like, fucking just back off. He's always complaining because, like, Lolcow is taking up his whole life. Then fuck off! It can run without you. It will run without you. Maybe you might go down a couple of bucks. I'll give you that, Keem. Maybe your fucking machinations might create some level of profit, but it's got to be so minuscule. They're like, why are you wasting your time with this shit? And artistically, you're making it worse. That's the biggest theme of My relationship with Lolcow Live is just it's complete disregard for artistic value, which is something that I have a strong I have strong feelings about. Like, I think you should be trying to make good art rather than just trying to get the views. And like originally, Lolcow Live was a good podcast. In the art form that is podcasting, Lolcow Live for the first year or so was a really good show. And then it just became okay. Now we're like prank streamers, and like we're gonna humiliate ourselves for $20 super chats all the time. And we're gonna pretend to hate each other constantly and invent fights that aren't real. And Keemstar completely drove it into the ground artistically just because he saw the fucking dollar signs. And it's one of those unfortunate struggles where all the complaining you do is just met with, but it's making money though. And it's like, yeah, that's true. And I guess if that's the only thing you care about, then whatever. But I think it also matters the quality of the product. Like you can get retards to eat slop. That's not hard. Keemstar's been getting retards to eat slop for 10 years. He is an expert at getting retards to eat slop. But what he put together originally with Lolcow Live was not slop. It was a genuinely fun and intriguing podcast premise that was delivered upon quite well up until the boogie cancer arc. Like that's I've said it a million times. Show should have ended right there. If the show ended right there, best podcast ever. Besides maybe like biggest problem in the universe, the original run. Like besides that, I think Lolcow Live would take best podcast ever if it just ended with the Boogie Cancer arc. But it's continued and it's just gotten worse and worse. I mean, there's been good stuff since the Boogie Cancer arc. Obviously, I got back into it when Wings returned and I enjoyed it for a long time. But then Wings quit and now it's shit because they haven't been able to figure out how to do it because they won't just put Tommy on live. It's not that hard. They still have 2 out of 3 of the original hosts for the podcast that worked. Like Tommy and Boogie, and a third that can snipe. That's all we need. Like I said, Billy. I guess Tommy hates Billy. That was an interesting drama that I missed, but I've caught up to via clips. I guess Billy the Fridge talked shit about Tommy's friend Dead on Dave 10 years ago on Baited. Like after Tommy was fired from Baited, and Keemstar was doing it with like anything for views and fucking Andy Milanakis. And he said some shit about Dead on Dave, like Tommy's longtime friend. And I guess Tommy secretly held a grudge about it for 10 years and kept collaborating and being friends with Billy the Fridge, just waiting for the perfect moment to exact his revenge. And they had a big drama blow up. That was fun. Maybe I'll pull some of those clips and cover that more in depth another day. But what we're here for today is an interaction that happened on Lolcow Live last night, I believe. I believe the video is now gone, but I have a 17-minute clip here of a conflict between Keemstar and Rastov. So, going into this, the host of Lolcow Live at this particular point in time are Boogie, this Booster Gold individual, Rastov, and Sweet Tea. It's a 4-person show again. Not since the beautiful days where it was Boogie Wings, Tommy, and Keem has it been 4, but now it's 4 again, and it's Boogie and Booster Gold and Rastov and Sweet Tea. And Sweet Tea was unable to attend the episode. So let's find out more about that here in this clip. Un momento. Let's see how that looks. There you go. You can see that I've watched a Cumtown clip. I'm starting to get Cumtown clip pilled. I'm listening to the Adam Friedland show. I might go back and listen to Cumtown, but it's a big backlog, and I got plenty of backlogs to get through that I will never get through. But you know. Okay, let's see how this looks. I got 5 minutes in previewing it, and I was like, I got to do a Nobodies on this. This is too good.
In that meeting.
It doesn't matter that I rewinded it then. That's how
I
we're
don't have the
handling
headset
it.
on. I can't hear you.
Okay, let's see how it looks. Not good. Okay. Hold on. Window capture 14 hide. What about window capture 15? Okay, would be perfect if I wasn't covering Rastov's face. Hold on. Oh, because I usually watch in theater mode, right? Or default view, rather. And I'm on theater mode for whatever fucking reason. God damn it. Okay, I really should have set this up.
It brings me great
No,
pleasure
I
to
don't want to
present.
watch the fucking Adam Friedland show. God damn it. Hold on. Why is it capturing like that? It's not even cropped. Oh, yes.
What's up?
Hi, Cats of Black Bread.
What you doing?
I'm doing a Lolcow Nobodies
Oh, am I?
episode.
Oh, cool. This again. All right. Yeah, just a sec. I didn't have work today.
Oh, awesome.
Fucking yeah, my fucking boss called me. He's just like, yeah, the power is out at the shop.
Oh, shit.
Likely not to come back on for a while. So
Okay, here's the
Hear
video,
you.
which I will now screen share also, so that Black Bread can follow along in real time.
is this just on your regular channel? I'd
Yeah,
like to pull it up so I could see the chat.
yeah, it's on my regular channel.
Right.
Okay, gotta hit that 1.5 times speed for this 17-minute clip. All right, just let me know when you're ready and you have the screen share open. Also, I would like to acknowledge Redox earlier. I meant to acknowledge. I don't know if you're here anymore, but just for the good of the podcast, Redox said Wings was complaining a while ago in one of his personal streams how he's struggling. Those bozos were not earning 10K from that garbage podcast. I don't know what Wings was saying about struggling, but I also heard Wings on stream recently say that he was making more on Lolcow Live than any doctor makes. So, conflicting messages.
There we go.
You have the screen share up?
Yep.
All right, so here we go. This is the big blow up that happened on Lolcow Live last night that resulted in the VOD getting deleted.
Look, I don't have the headset on. I can't hear you, but this manipulation is going to work for people in the chat. It's not going to work with me.
Okay.
Right? When we were in the meeting, I said, Sweet Tea says she's not going to make the episode. Rastov, do something. Say something. What are you going to do? You said, that's up to you. I said, Rastov, do something.
You said,
No,
what are you going to
that's
do
up
about
you.
it? You said, what are you going to
Yeah.
do about it?
Yeah.
And the
You
last
didn't
time she
decide
was
to.
late, no, the
You
last time she didn't show up to
no,
work.
This is just something that you've invented to get out of this. Because I
No,
made
it's
you look
not,
like
bro.
a fucking stupid fucking
No, bro.
powerless this
I'm sick.
idiot,
I'm not being your
right?
scapegoat anymore,
So
bro.
now
Truly, I'm
you're
not.
not going to manipulate. It's not going to work. You're
not
trying to
manipulation, it's a
manipulate
fact.
in a debate with Keemstar.
Don't
You are
care.
not going to win.
I don't care.
All right? You're not going
You
to win.
said the last time that if
You
she did it again, she
refused.
was fired.
You're repeating yourself.
Does it?
Immediately like self-aggrandizing as if he's the fucking world's best debater and nobody could hope to win a debate with fucking Daniel Keemstar.
Well, here's the
You're repeating yourself.
You don't like the
This is
truth,
what
bro?
you
That's
do.
fine. If you wanted to fire,
Sorry. I didn't mean to play it. Continue.
oh, here's the neat thing about debates. They're fucking useless. They really are. It's just like who's
They're
better
fun
at
though.
arguing. Well, yeah, it's like who's better at arguing, but everybody goes in thinking that they're going to convince the other person that like they're wrong, and then they both end up walking away.
I think debates are
Walking away
fun and
thinking that
are
they're both wrong.
I think debates are fun and are rewarding for the self to take seriously, but I don't think people outside of them should be taking them seriously as if they matter to anybody but the people having
Oh,
the debate. Or
yeah.
unless it's an
I'm
entertaining
having.
debate and it's like good for an audience, but even then,
Right.
like you shouldn't take it seriously.
Oh yeah. Well, there's no other way to bring this up other than like I was I was on like a fucking Facebook post. Yeah, of all places, Facebook arguments, because those people are, tons of knowledge of any kind.
Yeah.
So basically, I've been stuck in this fucking thread where like I decided I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of done here. Like very early on. I say early on because this thread is now now 70 plus messages long.
Oh no.
Yeah. It's not that I'm arguing for 70 plus messages either. I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm done here. I'm good. And then he just keeps coming back like, you lose, I win. And then I just give a thumbs up. And then he comes back and does it again. And it's been like that for days. I'm like, I'm not letting him have this. I will wear him down. Every time I come back, if all I have to do, thumbs up, post, and he just fucking says some shit. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna waste this fucker's time. It only
Yeah,
takes me 1 second to post thumbs
sometimes
up, post.
sometimes you accidentally stumble into the greatest rage bait of all time, and you just have to keep doing it. Like, I've definitely had situations where I did something that I did not think was going to cause such massive rage, and it resulted in a spurg out. I was like, I gotta do that again. Do that
Well, the
again,
last
actually.
message I sent was, "Is this what happens when your dick stops working?" And then he was
Ah,
like, "Wouldn't know." He didn't. He could have not acknowledged it, but he had to say, "Wouldn't know."
no,
Now
my dick
I suspect
totally
his dick
works.
doesn't work.
I I get so much
Yeah, like,
pussy.
I'm waiting for that. My dick totally works. I'll prove it. He posts a fucking dick pic.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I don't understand how he doesn't understand that I've been fucking with him for so long at this point. Because like I stopped. I gave up. Like at this point where I took his profile picture and like basically, the phone version of Microsoft Paint, I drew on it and it just said, "I'm Jeff Blank," right? And I'm gay. Posted that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I just figured he's that kind of guy that would be upset about that. And then he said that I was acting childish somewhere down in the thread. I'm like, is he just like fucking with me then, or what's happening here? Are we fucking with each other?
Yeah, I think there's some mutual fuckery going on in this exchange.
Well, if he still thinks I'm taking it seriously, then yeah, he is dead wrong. But yeah, I'll keep wasting his time. Anyway, yeah,
So awesome.
there's no other time I could have brought that up, but I had to bring that up. Sorry, chat.
That's okay.
if she
You
did it again, she
refused.
was fired.
You're repeating yourself.
Because it's the
You're
truth.
repeating yourself.
You don't like the
This is
truth,
what
bro?
you
That's
do.
fine. If you
No,
wanted her
no,
fired,
no,
you're allowed to
I
fire her.
bet
You can
say it
fire
again.
anybody.
I bet you say the same thing again.
Okay. So we've established now that Sweet Tea missed the show before and got in trouble, and if Sweet Tea misses the show again, she gets fired. Now, Black Bread, I know you know nothing about these characters, but if you just had to theorize, Sweet Tea is is a, in her 30s woman with like children, and who lives in like a trailer in the Appalachians. Why do you think she might have missed the show? What would be your theory?
I would think she missed the show because one of her kids is sick and she's tending to them.
Okay, interesting theory. We're gonna find out at some point in this clip why she
Like
missed the
that's just
show.
a normal reason, right?
Yeah, it
Mother
would
might
be.
miss.
I bet you do, because that's all you got is your little
I
loop.
don't need anything else.
I
It's the actual
told you
truth.
to do something, or what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You could have yelled at her. You could have suspended her. You could
Why
have.
would I yell at her
gave
in a meeting?
punishment. You could have gave her a punishment. Well, I yell at
She
you.
already-
To be fair, when else would you yell at? Isn't that what a meeting is for? To yell at your employees who aren't doing their job correctly?
No, no, no. Meetings are also for like telling them stats about shit that doesn't matter. Look how good the
They yeah,
company's
that
doing. We're
too.
making
That
so
too.
much money, and we're not going to reflect that with any raises for you.
We're gonna have a pizza
Um,
party.
no, they'll promise a pizza party and either never do it or like Little Caesars.
But yeah, it's certainly gonna be Little Caesars. I
The
was
pizza
expecting
is
good
good for
pizza at the
20
pizza
minutes
party.
while it's hot. Turns into
I think it was
plastic.
Domino's actually. When the one time we had a pizza party at my old job, I think it was Domino's.
No, the place I work at though, they do it right. They have a Christmas party every year, and they fucking bring in barbecue from down the street. It's great.
Hell
They just
yeah.
did it yesterday.
She already
said, yeah, again, I'm not you, bro. I'm not you, and I don't want to be you.
Why
Again,
can
if I
you
was
yell
going to
at
yell at her, I would have
Booster?
yelled at her on the
Why-
show.
Excuse me. Why can you yell at Booster? Why can you punish Booster? Why can you use your powers to kick him from the fucking Discord? Why
Well-
can you go in when Steak's too drunk, remove him from the Discord? Why can you go on Tech Protect show, remove his mod? Why can you do all these things, right? Because I've given you power to do these things. Just like I've
Mhm.
given you power to lead this show. Just like I fucking put an announcement up 2 days ago saying
Nobody who is not you has any power, Keemstar. In this little operation you're running, any amount of power you're assigning to another person is fake. Because anytime you give any person any amount of authority and they do something that's not exactly what you would do, you jump in and start freaking out and start firing them. So nobody has any power except for you. And for you to sit here and like tell Rastov he needs to take responsibility because he's some sort of a boss. Nobody is a boss except for you. So you fucking fire her. You don't make Rastov do it. Because Rastov is just one of your lackeys, just like everyone else.
I'm sick of
Okay,
people treating
okay.
Rostov like he's Booster or like he's Boogie.
Okay,
he is
then
the
bring her
leader
back and we'll
of
think of
all
a punishment
power.
for her,
I'm still
okay?
talking.
Bring her back.
Still talking. You are the #1 interrupter in this entire show. Stop interrupting me.
kind of my
I
job.
put in the announcements that you are the lead of this show. There was a situation where this is an ongoing problem of her missing meetings, her being fucking late, and I said, Rostov, do something. What did you say? Nope, you do something.
Yep.
And
Like I
then it
said.
built up to the point where Rostov is just still protecting Sweet Tea, so I fired her.
Nope. It's not what happened. The last time you said, like I said, I don't need to say anything different because the truth doesn't change. The last time that she did this, you straight up said,
Sorry
I
to
think it
cut
was
this
on the
short,
show.
Riley.
You
I
said,
gotta
you're
go pick my wife up from work.
Okay. Does she have to leave early too?
Well, no, she left early because she felt like shit, but then her boss commented she looked like shit, so she sent her home. But she's
Gotcha.
pretty far along in the pregnancy and having some sleep issues. So
Oh shit.
well, she said she's got vacation time though, so she's going to use it.
That's good. Still get paid at least.
Yeah, she's still getting paid. Oh, sorry to hop out. I'm hopping out.
No worries. Emergencies happen. Have a good one.
It's not an emergency necessarily. I'm
Well, I
just
mean,
going to grab it.
it's
so
my
she doesn't
wife
have to
needs a
walk.
ride. That's I think she would be upset with you if you didn't give it to her. I'd qualify that as an emergency.
That's sort of. All right. See you later.
Bye. And I upped the frame rate and the bit rate of the stream in preparation for trying Expedition 33 again. And everything's running stably so far. We'll see what happens when I'm actually running a game, because that's going to be a whole different ball game, but at least for at least for these podcast streams, upping the bit rate and upping the frame rate has not seemed to cause any problems. Back to talking to the bots, Riley. So true. Let's continue.
You're fired if you do this again. I'm pretty sure it was live on the show.
Complete cop out.
Okay, bro, then it's a cop out. I'm the leader when it's convenient, but when it's not, I'm a piece of shit, okay?
Exactly. People only have power when it's convenient for Keemstar. Exactly, Rastov. Thank you.
No, I'm not playing your games anymore.
Get rid
I'm
of
not.
Booster then. Get rid of
No,
Booster.
like I said from the start,
Fire him.
I didn't
shut
want to
up,
get
stop,
rid of
stop,
him.
stop. Listen to me. Listen to me. Fire him. You just said when it's convenient. I'm going to hold you to it. Fire him.
Like I said, I didn't want to fire him. I just wanted him
Okay,
to do the
so
job.
that's
I've been
why he's
consistent
out
on
there.
that. I've been
Not
consistent
because
on
it's
that.
convenient. Then it's not because it's convenient.
It is though.
You know, I gotta say, I'm really starting to respect Rastov more. Like, as he slowly started to delatch from Keemstar's cock and remove it from his throat slowly but surely, and actually fucking stand up for himself about things. I'm starting to respect Rastov a little more. I'm not still not into him as an entertainer very much, but he's a cool guy. And now I disrespect him a little less because he's finally willing to say enough is enough and stand up to Keemstar, whereas in the past, like in the beginning of his tenure, the first few months, the fucking suctioned onto Keemstar's cock and balls.
It is. Because you, like I said, and again, I can say the same thing because the truth doesn't change. You said if she does this again, she's fired. I don't give a fuck if you were on bus, blah, 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 whatever else you fucking said. They can find the goddamn clip. So when you say, what are you going to do about it, Rastov? In my head, I'm remembering you saying that if she did it again, because as soon as she put that, no, hold on, I'm talking this time. I'm talking this time. No, that's it. I'll prove it. Prove I'm lying. Prove you didn't say that.
I'm going to prove that you're
Prove
lying.
it like I'm the one that told Booster to say that shit about your dog. Prove it because you went straight to the Discord. You went straight to the YouTube chat. Fuck you.
What are you, nightmare? What are you, nightmare? You're bringing up an unrelated topic?
It is
Now,
related
listen,
because this is not the
right
first time
now,
you've been wrong
I
this
do-
episode.
Why are you interrupting me?
Okay, I saw that Redox sent a big chat, and for some reason, oh, there we go. I was gonna say Streamlabs is deciding not to show it to me, but there it is. Have you considered this drama nonsense is all acting for the idiot viewers who think this is entertaining? This is literally garbage. The content is the arguing. Pretty sure it's all made up. A lot of it is made up. It can be hard to sniff out, right? Like I might be wrong, but I feel like it's not 100% bullshit. Like these people are not just all chummy behind the scenes and there's no drama. They're faking all of it. There's obviously fake drama, but I feel like those are usually easier to sniff out. Like the whole like Desi the whole like Scooter cucking Boogie arc, where like Scooter and Desi went on that date, and Boogie like freaked the fuck out and said all these things, and also said a bunch of things that seemed to make it obvious that he was a cuck. We talked about that on the show. I'm sure that was fake because they had just changed the cast, and they were trying to generate attention. But stuff like this is like definitely real because like I can tell Rastov's just frustrated with how Keem operates, and like it's completely reasonable to be because it's fucking ridiculous. Get him, Riley. What up, Chris? Good to see you. Drama is the content. The entire content of LCU has become drama. There's no longer any podcast. It's all just drama. Yeah, exactly. That it's it's fascinating in how ridiculous it is. That's why I find it entertaining. It's not of any artistic value in and of itself. I'm not saying this is good, like on the parts of Lolcow Live, but I enjoy making fun of it on air.
Me when I talk every
Because
time.
you didn't let me finish what I was saying.
All right, you done?
No, I'm not done because you interrupted me. Can I finish what I was saying, please? I'm asking you nicely. Please, can I finish what I'm saying? I'm waiting for verbal confirmation so that you're not going to jump in on what I'm saying. I'm going to take your silence as verbal confirmation. When she typed that message into the chat saying that she had a recital at 6:30 and she didn't know what to do, my instant thought was, oh, she's fired. Because like I said, the last time she missed work, you said if you do it again, you're fired. So when you say, what are you going to do about it, Rastov? Because like I said, the last time
Hold on.
she had a recital at 6:30 and she didn't know what
Recital. Okay. So now we have the reason, right? Now we have what really stuck in my craw that made me want to do this episode. So I guess Sweet Tea has had attendance problems in the past. So maybe it's not like cut and dry, but the point remains that as far as I can tell, the reason that Sweet Tea has been fired from Lolcow Live is because her kid had a band recital that she had to attend, and the kid was not good at like warning her in advance, so she didn't know until last minute. So she has to go to a recital for her child. And because of that, she has to miss this 4-hour fucking drama jerk off fest podcast that she does fucking 7 days a week. And you're gonna fire her for that? For going to her kid's recital, Keemstar? I'm really, you see, Keem, first of all, this YouTube podcast thing should not be being treated like just like a normal job in the way that they do. It's like they're role playing having normal jobs because they're always like talking about things as if the LCU is like an office they all work at. It's not. It's fucking YouTube podcasts. You don't need to conduct it like it's fucking Corpo LLC. Like, just do shows. It shouldn't be that hard. Like all this fucking corporate bullshit and like meetings and fucking nobody's coming over. That's the thing too. When you have a podcast, most people, even people who do podcasts at the highest fucking level of profession, come town. There's an example. Just because I was looking at the Cumtown backlog today, I saw in the description of several episodes that one host was missing. That just happens. Sometimes a host missed an episode, and they just do without them. There's 4 people on Lolcow Live now! There's 4! That's never been the case, anyway! Why can't... Why can't they just do the show with 3 of them and then Sweet Tea comes back tomorrow? It's not that fucking hard. It's a podcast. It's not, you're not surgeons. Like, it's not that important that you show up to work all the time. Obviously, if you're not showing up to work at all, then maybe it would be beneficial at that point for Keemstar to go, okay, we're gonna try another direction. We're gonna hire someone else and see if they'll be a little bit more on the ball. But just missing for like life circumstances every once in a while, especially like something like that that's important to your child. Like that would be cruel even if it was a real job. But it's not even a real job. It's fucking YouTube. It's different. No person conducts YouTube like Keemstar is conducting the LCU. Or at the very least, like it seems like he's conducting the LCU. It almost seems like it's for the benefit of all the fucking dumb 10-year-olds in the audience. They're like, wow, so this is what it's like to have a job. Well, you better hope your boss doesn't suck even a quarter as much as Keemstar, or you're fucked.
What to do. My instant thought was, oh, she's fired. Because like I said, the last time she missed work, you said, if you do it again, you're fired. So when you say, what are you going to do about it, Rastov? In my head, like I said, you're telling me that she's about to get fired and you want me to do it. And guess what? You're her employer. You pay her checks. You want to hire her and fire her. It's on you, not me. I'm not doing the king shit again. We got to speak.
Okay, awesome. Now don't. Okay, so she tells us at 3:30 that she's not going to make the show. We have the meeting at 4. This is 4 p.m. Eastern today. All right. One of the first things I bring up is Sweet Tea says that she's not going to come and do the show because she has a dance recital or something, a band recital, I believe it was. And I said, Rastov, what are you going to do about it? He does nothing. He says that 3 times I give him an opportunity to either yell at her, punish her, do something. He does nothing, pawns it off to me. So then I go, okay, fine. If I have to do something, you're fired. And I kick her from the call. Now, I asked Rastov.
There's the whole drama I'm missing here because I have no idea where Boogie is. I'm sure something also happened with him, but that I don't know.
Why didn't you do nothing? Because you're the employer. Did you say?
Because Boogie would be talking, right? It's kind of weird that Booster's not talking, but he's actually like reading the room and respecting that a conversation is happening between 2 people that are not him. Boogie would be Boogie would be jumping in. So I'm sure Keem's glad that Boogie's gone because Boogie would be interrupting him when he's not even arguing, and that would have sent Keemstar flying even further off the handle. So whatever drove Boogie out of the call earlier probably ended up being beneficial.
say in that meeting, oh, because you wanted me to fire her? Were you told to fire her? No, you didn't say anything. You crafted this PR fucking response 2 hours later on this show. Where is it in main chat that the reason why you didn't take action on Sweet Tea is because you knew you had to fire her? You only crafted this when we got in front of a live audience because you are a lying, fucking, manipulating fucking toad.
No, that's you.
Where is
And,
it?
and I'll give you this. I'll give you this. You're a lot better at
Rastov, that's you. Yes. Yes, Rastov. Break the conditioning. We need a hostile take. You know what? Rastov for fucking Emperor, okay? We need to fucking strip Keemstar of all of his power forcefully and give it to Rastov. I'm fully on board with that now.
this than I am, but unfortunately, I actually have the truth on my side this time.
Where is it? Where is it?
I
Is it
don't
in main
need it.
chat?
I don't
You
need
say
it.
it in our private meeting?
I don't
Where
need it.
did you say?
I
You said
don't need it.
before that she was going to be
Doesn't matter.
fired.
Because it's
It
not
took
my
you
call to
2
fire her. No,
hours.
you're not going to fluster me, bro, because I'm right.
You don't have
Cool,
it.
it's a cop-out
Show
then.
the proof.
It's a cop-out then.
Show the proof.
You show
Show
proof.
the
You show
proof.
proof.
Show the evidence.
You show the evidence. How about you show the evidence?
Show us the evidence.
Nah, see, I think the cracks are fucking.
You prove it. No, you prove it. No, you prove it. Classic internet argument, folks. You gotta love it.
Conforming this time,
If
okay?
this
Because
was
like I
going in
said,
your head,
you said she
if
was
this
fired if
was
she
in
did
your
it again.
head,
Are you
if
saying
this
you don't
was in
stand
your
on your
head,
word?
then
Do you
have
don't
to fire her.
stand on what you
If
say?
this was in your head, then you would have said it.
I didn't need to say it. You already fired her.
You would have said it.
Like I said,
You-
you already
How
fired
many
her.
posts did you make in main chat after this meeting? Before this show?
What? I didn't hear. Repeat that.
How many posts did you make in main chat after our meeting and before this show?
I don't know.
Roughly about 10.
Maybe.
And you had various reasons why you didn't take action, why you didn't say anything with Sweet Tea. And at no moment did you mention, oh, because I knew I had to fire her. This was something that you
Didn't
crafted to manipulate the audience.
Didn't
Still here, by the way. Is it Redox or Chris? Or a secret third person?
No, you didn't.
I
Where?
see that we
I
have
feel like I did, but I
one.
can't check because I got streamer
Hold
mode
on.
on. If someone else could go and have a look at my messages and send me a
That was where
screenshot
you
of
said
everything
it.
I said, that'd be great. If someone could just screenshot
Receipt.
that and send it to me, that would be fantastic. I'll wait.
Doesn't exist.
Okay, like I said, I'll wait. I want someone to go and fucking screenshot everything I said since that meeting and send it
I'll
to me. And I'll look
wait.
at it.
Don't hit the stuttering John quote. You don't know. You don't know better. When are we gonna? We gotta get the Dabbleverse and the LCU to collide, right? Like, there's gotta be a way to facilitate that. I want the LCU to get fucking absorbed by the Dabbleverse. That would be really funny. We can get Opie on Lolcow Live or something. Or Stuttering John. We gotta facilitate this somehow.
On
It
live.
doesn't exist.
Okay,
'cause
then
you
it
made
doesn't
it up.
exist. I didn't make shit up. You said it on the show. If she did this again, she was fired.
I also told you on the show that you needed to punish her for being late, and you didn't do it.
And if that's the intention of what you wanted me to do, then I got it wrong and we should bring her back and I'll give her a punishment.
You should have did it when I fucking said it.
Well, I told you the way I took it. So if you want to bring her back, I'll give her a punishment.
I don't think I will. I'll keep her fired, and it's your
Okay,
fault that
sure
she's
it is.
fired.
Okay, yeah,
It is your
yeah, it is my fault she got fired. Okay.
3,211
I gave you the
super
power
chats
to
at
decide what happened. I gave you the
$19.99.
power. She was late again. She was in trouble again. I gave you the power, and you wouldn't take it. But Booster, you were in the meeting. What was your take on that whole situation?
You gave him plenty of chances to do something, and when he said, I'm not going to do anything, or I don't know what you want me to do, he was just completely checked out on it, so you just said, all right, fine, Sweet Tea, you're fired.
Now,
And
Booster,
then-
don't you think that's a little weird? Because, like, when you're in trouble, he has no problem issuing punishments for you, yelling at you.
Yes, sir.
He said I didn't want to give him a punishment. Did I
Wait,
not?
so-
First manipulating Booster. So he has somebody to fight on his side.
Wait,
it is kind of
wait,
weird
are you
that
saying that you don't yell at Booster in meetings and on the show? You don't do these
Did I not say that I didn't like giving people punishments and you told me I was a
Why the fuck is my fucking chat taking like 5 minutes to update? Like, I saw in the like preview that you said something about trolling Mo, but I was like, I didn't quite catch it. And then it took like 5 minutes to populate on Streamlabs. What the fuck? Or on the actual chat on stream. It populated on screen on Streamlabs on the actual stream, but not on the chat that I have to the side. Weird. Anyway.
pussy.
You just gave him a punishment. You told him to go
Yes,
stand in the fucking
because
corner.
you told
and
me I
today
had
you
to.
Well, yeah, you're the leader of the show.
Okay.
And I also told you that you had to give a punishment to Sweet Tea, and you did nothing. You wouldn't even yell at her.
When did you tell me to give her a punishment?
Today, I
No, you
said,
didn't.
Rostov, she is not going to be at work again today. Do something.
You said Rastov, Sweet Tea's not coming to the show today. What are you going to do about it?
Yes. And then I told you to do something.
And like I said,
And then
the
I
last
said,
time she was there, the
What
second
are you going to do about it? You didn't say that. You didn't say anything about,
Doesn't matter.
oh, the last time you said this. Well, why didn't you say that then? It's convenient that you have that excuse 2 hours later.
Well, I don't really care because it's still true. Because the second that message came through and I
You know what
read
else
it in the
is true?
chat, I was like, oh, she's fired.
Protecting Sweet Tea. You've been afraid of fucking yelling at Sweet Tea. You've been afraid of criticizing Sweet Tea because you are in the
No.
business of manipulating the audience.
I mean, no, that's
don't
literally
care
your
what
whole career
the-
is manipulating
I
the
don't care
audience.
what the audience says. The audience can be
Bullshit,
team
bro.
all day.
He's saying the quiet part out loud. It's so glorious to see Keem's little toady turn on him so thoroughly. I love you, Rastov. Hey, man, maybe I misunderstood you.
Bullshit.
I
No,
broke-
dude, you are the biggest manipulator here. You're great at it, and it's not a bad thing.
I don't say what I feel. I don't say what I feel. I listen to the chat on my opinions. That's what I do. So
Well, okay, hit him with it's not a bad thing. He's saying he's starting to move back in on the cock just a little, but he's still mostly unlatched.
when?
No, you
Since
turn the
when?
chat to your opinion.
Since when?
Since forever, bro. Since
The
forever.
chat tells me to fuck
Since
off and
forever.
disagrees with me
But
all
if you
the
want the
time.
honest opinion, if you want my honest reasoning is why I don't scream at Sweet Tea. Do you want to know why I don't scream at Sweet Tea?
I'm not backing down from my opinion. I'm
don't
not going to
care.
change my opinion
want-
off of a fucking
Do you not want to
emo
hear
in the
why
fucking
I don't
chat.
scream at
You wanna
Sweet
know
Tea?
why? You want to know why? Because that would mean that I'm a complete fucking fraud, and that's what you turned
Okay,
into.
sure.
Because Booster can get yelled at, Boogie can get yelled
Like
at.
I said,
but
I can
Sweet
tell
Tea
you why I
can't.
don't yell at Sweet Tea.
You knew Sweet Tea 100% was in the wrong, right?
Yes. No, of course. I instantly knew she was going to get fired because that's what you said.
I don't know about 100% in the wrong, trying to see her for fucking child's brain, fucking band recital, fucking Adolf Keemstar.
Last time.
No, excuse me. Yeah, she was in the wrong today, but
Yeah.
because of what happened in the past, of her being late to meetings, not showing up to meetings, leaving the show early.
Yep.
So, like, it built up to this point where the leader of the show, Rastov, had to do or say something, right?
And like I said,
And you
you
chose not
told her to her face, if you do this again, you're fired. So when I saw that message, I was like,
But I
oh,
didn't-
Sweet Tea
but
is
Rastov-
fired.
Rastov, I did not fire her. I gave it to you.
And
I said, Rastov, do something.
And I said, she's your employee not showing up to work. That's on you.
Yes. Dude, you're just manipulating the situation.
No,
And
I'm
not
pretty
saying
consistent
it.
with what I'm saying because it's the truth.
No, you're not. Because I didn't fire her. All right?
You
I gave
actually
it
did.
to you.
No, you actually did fire her. You actually did fire
In
her.
the-
Because when I said it's on you, because you're her boss, you didn't turn around and say, okay, we're going to give you a punishment. You said you're fired. You kicked her from the call and then she left the server.
You do not understand the point that I'm making.
I get
So
your
let me
point.
say it
Like I
again.
said, I
did
took it a
not
different
fire-
way.
excuse me, I did not fire her. I gave the decision to you to what should be done,
And I gave
and
it
you
back to you.
refused to do
I gave it
anything.
back. And so you made the decision because I didn't make the decision.
And so you fired her. What is this fucking argument, Keemstar? This is retarded. You did fire her. Regardless of whether it was some backwater way to punish Rastov, you still fired her. What are you talking about?
To fire her. The words, you're fired, Sweet Tea, didn't come out of my mouth. They came
The
out
only
of
reason why
yours.
Sweet- the only reason why Sweet Tea's fired now is because of you.
Okay.
You had all
You
the
can say
power.
that, but you said
You
you
had all
fired
the
her.
power.
You still fired her.
You had
Okay.
all the power. You had all the power. You wouldn't
Sure
do
I did.
anything.
Of course I did. I had all the power. Sorry,
Gave
bro.
you the power.
No.
Boogie, Booster, did I give Rastov the power to
She
do
did.
something?
You
Mhm.
said
Okay.
you said
Then why-
Boogie.
Nobody has any power but you, and I think you know that. This is obvious. He's obviously manipulating. And Rastov is calling him out, which is good.
People think that Rastov is on the
You.
same level of Boogie and the same level of Sweet Tea. No, he's above them all. What he says goes.
There
Mhm.
we go.
And you asked me
So-
why.
I hope Rastov, maybe Rastov can be like the Dick Masterson to Keemstar's Maddox, right? Not that I'm saying that Rastov even approaches the level of entertainment of Dick Masterson or Maddox or Keemstar, for that matter, but I'm just like so on his side of all these recent drama, and like he is the one that's been like the most invested. He's been like the Keem's right hand man, and he's always been very like nice and fair until Keem jumps in. He's like, "You're fired," and I really hope that like Rastov can build up enough goodwill with the audience that at some point he could just be done with fucking Keemstar shit, or even if he gets fired. If Keemstar terminates his relationship with him, much like Maddox did Dick, and he's able to hijack some of that audience, bring it to his own thing, maybe hijack some of the friends too, and you know, this is the future I could get behind. let's put Rastov in charge. Fuck the LCU, it's the Rastov cinematic universe.
I was going to do. And again, I don't really want to keep
And
looping on this,
your
but it's still true.
response was nothing. Your response was nothing. I'm going to do nothing. Conversation would only work on full-blown retards. And I know there is some of them in the chat, but guess what? My opinion's not changing because I don't give a fuck about
I don't care. It's still true. You
don't
told her
care
if she
what
did
the
this
chat
again,
is saying.
and she
You
was
care
fired.
what the
She
chat
did it
is
again.
saying.
You fired her.
That's why you were so terrified to even yell at Sweet Tea for being late again.
Nope.
Is because you were worried
Not
that she
terrified
would
of it at
turn
all.
the chat against you. Well, guess what? I fired the bitch, and I don't care if anyone's mad at me. I don't care.
Thank you for admitting that you fired her. Thank you for admitting it.
So you did fire her. Thank you, Keem. Exactly.
Finally.
Did because you refused to even yell at her. You
Nope.
refused to even.
And again, you won't let me explain why I won't yell at her on the show.
But you yell at her, Keem. What is this bit? He's such a bad boss. He like plays mind games with his employees on purpose. Who does this?
You won't let me explain it. You won't let me explain it. I get it.
We weren't on the show, were we?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying this is.
Were
I'm
we on
telling
the
you
show?
why I don't want to yell at her. I
Were
find
we on the
in the
show?
meetings and on the show. In the meetings and on the show.
Okay. Now that we're gonna talk about it correctly, we were in a meeting. Go ahead.
The reason that I yell at Booster and I don't yell at Sweet Tea isn't because I'm afraid of her. It's because she feels like she got ripped off bus and she didn't want to do the show. She was miserable, and I didn't want to push her off the show because I thought it was good. And I know from working with her on bus that when she gets yelled at, she shuts down.
Well, Booster shuts down when you yell at him, and you know that too,
He
and you
shuts
still yell
down
at him.
all the time. It doesn't matter.
No,
You can't talk to him
said on
nicely.
this
No.
show- No. You just exposed yourself for being
Sure I
complete
did.
bias.
Okay,
You
fine.
did. You said on this show that Booster, when he gets
Hold on.
yelled at, he
Hold on.
shuts down.
$2.99.
I don't give a fuck about the TTS. You care about that shit.
I do.
I'll talk all over this fucking
I do
dono.
care about the
dono
TTS,
and
yeah.
the chatters would suck a fucking dick. I don't care. You care about it. You need their fucking.
Okay, I seem to remember you yelling at Boogie for talking over TTSs more than once. So, fucking big man over here, fucking big old hypocrite, fucking gnome.
Approval more than fucking anything in the world, and that is the number one reason you refuse to fucking discipline Sweet Tea, and you let her walk all over you. You dumb motherfucker. You'll talk shit to Booster because the chat hates Booster, but you wouldn't do it to Sweet Tea.
Nothing to do with that. Like I told you, I didn't want her to leave the show.
Blame you.
Chat might hate Booster, but he's better than Scooter.
Me then. Oh, did you just run away? Cool, bro. Well done. Like I said, I didn't want her to leave the show. I enjoy having her on the show. I actually enjoy having Booster on the show. But me saying that doesn't get repeated, does it? No. But like I said, bring her back and we'll give her a punishment. Bring her back and we'll give her a punishment.
Did you try to convince this audience that I ran away? Is
I mean,
that what you just tried to do?
just left.
I was. At what point? What more is there to talk about? Is the conversation need to continue?
Well, I still think you should bring her back so that we can actually give her a
I'm
punishment.
not going to.
Okay,
that
then.
was your call, and you left it to me, so I fired her.
Fine. Okay. You can stand on it if you want to.
Anything else? I don't want to fucking leave and try you and see you try to manipulate this audience that somehow I'm scared of you, that I ran away. So are we done with the conversation or not?
Do you have anything else you'd like to say?
I pretty much said it all.
Okay,
You
then-
had the
then you may leave.
opportunity to discipline Sweet Tea, and you refused to do it.
You may leave.
Jam super chatted
I'm just gonna
$26.64. Sounds
You're
like
gonna leave,
human grunting
motherfucker.
need to drink some water.
All right.
He's such a fucking pussy ass bitch too. Just like whenever he's defied, he has to end the fucking street. That's like one of the worst things he does that makes my fucking blood boil. As if he's in a conflict with LCU hosts and he disagrees with what they're doing. He'll just fucking cut the stream off. He'll just cancel them. That's so fucked. You can't just do that. When you give the mayor's show to if Rastov's the fucking boss, if he's the leader of the show, then it should be up to him whether the show ends or not. Right? Or is he only the boss when it's convenient? Team. It's so outward. He's just... The whole LCU is just one big ego trip for him. It's the bunch of people he gets to control and move around like little chess pieces. He doesn't give a shit about the content. He doesn't care. He just wants a fucking shitty drama fest. There's no art in it. There's no fun in it. Anytime there's a fun show, he ruins it. Nerds! And fucking buff and say, great time, great friends, fun show, genuinely enjoyable to listen to. He breaks them up. Cafe! Thankfully, Tommy is fucking strong enough in his conviction to fight against Keemstar, and he hasn't been fired yet, but constantly, fucking every other week, Keem's like, oh, Cafe, fucking, oh, they suck. Oh, I might have to get rid of Tommy, because they're fucking up. And then he goes on Cafe and talks to Tommy, and he's the nicest, cordialest little boy, because he knows he can't handle Tommy in the way that he handles all these other people. But yeah, he ruins nerds. He keeps trying to ruin Cafe, but thankfully he hasn't done that yet. Bus was really fun when it was fucking when I was on there that few weeks when it was Nightmare, Sweet Tea, and Buff. That was fun. That was a nice positive energy show. Everybody's up and bopping and they had a fun chemistry. They're all just like nice people overall. Like Buff is great, Nightmare's great, Sweet Tea is a sweetheart. And they together did really well, but that only happened for like 2 weeks, and mostly because Keem has a fucking giant hate boner for Nightmare, and anything Nightmare does is automatically bad content because it's Nightmare. He immediately he's like, Bus isn't working. We got to do something about this. And now he's just killed Bus, and he's made live 4 hours. Which, like, not for nothing, the LCU and each of its individual shows are already really hard to keep up with, right? Like Live is the most popular one. That's the one most people are going to want to keep up with. So imagine you want to keep up with Live. Whatever, the 2 hours is fine. You know, you have time to listen to it live usually, and if you don't, you can catch the VOD. And even then, it was a little overwhelming because there were so many, because they were streaming every day. And now they've doubled the runtime. So at this point, it seems just impossible. Not that anybody would want to watch it, but if they did, you would think you would want to facilitate that because that would be good for you. I don't know. It's just so frustrating. He just never stops. He keeps saying he's gonna stop, and I fall for it, and then he doesn't stop. I get the you can put all the meme with the fucking Wojak with the fucking 8,000 fell for it again awards. Like, just fuck off. Like, I like every time there's some sort of thing in his life where I assume like, okay, now he's getting married, so maybe he actually will step back this time. Nope. His wife has to fucking sit around while he spends fucking 12 hours a day worried about the LCU, fucking making business decisions out of nowhere all day that are conflicting each other and fucking like at least once a day there's an announcement in the Lolcow Live Discord server with some sort of change to some sort of show. Like it never stops. It never stops. I just I wish the LCU would just stop. I wish everybody would quit because Keem is so fucking horrible, but they want the money. They want the money. And I understand. I wanted it too. Obviously. But it's just because I thought with Cafe and with Wings coming back, like everything was positive for a while again, and then it immediately went to shit. But I was already deep in my getting into the LCU scheme, and I was like, I could probably still get something out of this. And I mean, I did. It was a good experience. I enjoyed it. It was funny. I got to e-date Nightmare, which I still need to get some friends together to react to that. That's like the white whale of Lolcow Nobodies right now, is I gotta find a group of funny friends to react to me e-dating a man. Which well, that was really fun. I appreciated that invite. I got to be in front of like fucking 2,000 people. It was great. I think they all thought I was boring, but you know, happens to the best of us, I'd say. Yeah, that's what's going on with Lolcow Live. Wonder how that's gonna play out. I guess Keem posted the stream video for tonight. And the title is I have no idea if there'll be a show today, but I set up the stream. And the thumbnail is Boogie quit, so I guess Boogie quit during the show last night. Rastov quit. Sweet Tea is fired. And Booster's still there. So I guess we're gonna have the Booster show. The Booster and Booster show. I mean, He's definitely the most entertaining new addition to the show so far. Like, from what little I've seen of him, I've only seen him in clips and like half of one episode that I watched, but like, he's way better than Scooter. I think he's more entertaining than Rastov. Like, obviously, he does not approach the quality at all of Keem or Tommy or Wings or Boogie. But nobody they've hired for live does since Wings and Keem quit. So I don't know. We'll see how that one goes. But folks, I think it's time to draw Lolcow Nobodies to a close for the day. There should be another episode this week. I've already done like an hour and a half of clipping work. So there's a lot more to be done, but now that I've done that much, I can't not finish it now, because then it would have just been a waste of my time. So I will definitely finish clipping that episode of Lolcow Cash from Monday. And we'll talk about it this week, 'cause there's some fucking good stuff in there, man. There's some funny stuff in there. And I will talk about that next time. For now, folks, thanks for listening to Lolcow Nobodies. And I will see you next time. Wait, how'd the image get shrunk? What the fuck? There we go.